Right. If everyone's back and settled, the next very short video is by Dr. Samara Danel. She came out and did some work at the Baobab year before last. She's now a researcher at Oxford University in the Department of Zoology, and she specializes in trying to understand the cognitive abilities of different birds. And she's just recently won an award for this little video from the association it's avian animal behavior. Sorry, I can't remember the whole thing. So it's just a little 2-minute summary of her research from when she was here in South Africa. And so there's coming out of this work, we've got three papers accepted or in press, and one submitted and currently under review. So she's been able to produce a huge amount of work, and essentially the cool thing that comes out of this is ground hornbills are super smart, and I think that's something that we can use in our engagement with people that we work with, where these birds are, because there's something about knowing something smart that enables us to find some link or some empathy with them. You know, when you think of something like an elephant or a dolphin, you know, all these species that are known to be smart. And I think it's time we can start using that as one of the pros and one of the reasons we should be keeping these birds around.
South Africa is home to an incredible number of species, including the Big Five and the emblematic penguins. Although less known by visitors, the southern ground hornbill is a mysterious and locally highly respected bird. In Zulu culture, seeing it or hearing its reasoning call are a sign of imminent rain. This is why ground hornbills are also called the thunderbirds.
Our southern ground hornbills are in trouble in South Africa, and they're such an ecologically and culturally important species, and if we don't do as much as we can to rectify this, we're going to lose them from our landscapes.
In 2019, we carried out a set of pilot experiments in order to know more but also exploit the cognitive capacities of this large-brained bird for conservation purposes. For instance, to assess whether they were able to follow human-given cues or to show behavioral flexibility. Importantly, ground hornbills are highly sensitive to the behavior of their group members and are able to learn novel foraging behaviors from them quite efficiently. We thus developed a protocol exploiting their social learning capacities to prevent these birds from being electrocuted by perching on transformer boxes. A follow-up study is in progress, using naive ground hornbill observers watching a co-specific demonstrator perching on mock transformer boxes that produce either vibrating and loud sound or a small but deterrent electrical shock. Ultimately, this aversion to perch will be particularly useful when these birds are released in the wild and hopefully will persist across generations.
So that's just a very, very short summary of a huge amount of work that she undertook. COVID got in the way of us finishing those electrical versions, but you know, getting that underway again early in the new year. And this is something that has worked very successfully for the Californian condor, and we're hoping to trial that on captive birds to see if there's a chance for us to train the reintroduction stock to avoid transformer boxes before they go out into the big wide world. So although it's not going to be supportive of the free roaming wild birds, at least it gives the reintroduced birds a better chance of success.